Hello, everybody. The lesson today is about Great Britain, which is the main isle to the east, on your right, which is made of Scotland in orange, and the capital city is Edinburgh. England in green, capital city is London, and Wales in red, capital city is Cardiff. Then there is the isle on your left to the west, and in grey you have the Republic of Ireland, and the capital city is Dublin. In green, to the north of the isle, there is Northern Ireland, which is part of the United Kingdom. Northern Ireland, the capital city is Belfast. United Kingdom is composed of Scotland, England, Wales, and Northern Ireland. Then I'm going to talk about Gaelic versus English. Gaelic is the language spoken in Scotland, Wales, and Ireland. And English is spoken everywhere, in every country. This is the Northern Irish flag. As you can see, it is white with a red cross, and in the middle there is a star with a red hand inside, and a crown. The Republic of Ireland has got its own flag, and it is white, green, and orange. Whereas in Italy we have white, green, and red flag. Here we have a photo, a picture of the royal family, and a picture of the Union Jack, which is the United Kingdom flag. It is blue, white, and red. If you walk through the Irish streets, you can find signs in the street written in English and in Gaelic. And is the English for fine, it is in English, and crioch is in Gaelic. Start, which is inizio in English, and tus is in Gaelic. Then there are other signs. Here you have Dola for tunnel, Calafort for port, and Toir for road. And Anna for bus, and you can see a lot of signs written in the two languages. Here you are. I took this photo at the university. I can't remember the name. You are here, Anseo Atatürk. Here you are. Belfast, which is the capital city of Northern Ireland, in Gaelic is Beal First airport. Airport is Aerofort. So there are two languages, they are completely different. And here we have a picture of two teams. A hurling team made of boys, and a camogie team made of girls. This is the typical Irish sport. It is played mainly in Ireland, but it is also played in other countries. But it is a typical Irish sport, and they use a stick and a small ball, almost as big as the ball that we use in tennis. And it is the typical Irish sport. It has got two names. If the team is made of boys, it is called hurling. If the team is composed of girls, it is called camogie. They use a helmet too because it is very dangerous. This sport is very, very dangerous. Now I'm going to show you a video of this sport, and you can see how dangerous it is. They use a stick and a ball, and there is a rule for this sport. They can't keep the ball for more than 5 or 7 steps. They can keep the ball on their sticks only for a little time, a few seconds. I think that they can let the ball jump only 3 times on the stick. They can't keep it for more than these few seconds. Let's watch a bit of this video. Okay. I hope you enjoyed this video. Okay, now let's go to the political side of this presentation. Michael Collins, Michael O'Coilin, typical Irish surnames start with Oak, O'Collin, or O'Brien, or this is typical. As for the Scottish surnames, the typical surnames is Macmillan, Manara, etc. For the Irish surnames, you have O and another words. So the English name is Michael Collins, and the Gaelic name is Michael O'Collin. He was an Irish revolutionary soldier and politician who was a leading figure in the early 20th century Irish struggle for independence. Irish struggle, la lotta irlandese per independence. The Easter Rising or Easter Rebellion that you should have already studied in history in Italian. Dovreste aver già sentito parlare the Easter Rising or Easter Rebellion, was an armed insurrection in Ireland during Easter week, April 1916. The rising was launched by Irish Republicans to end British rule in Ireland. They didn't want to be part of United Kingdom, so they didn't accept the British rules in Ireland. And they wanted to establish an independent Irish Republic, while the United Kingdom was fighting the First World War. If you go on the internet, you can find a film about the life of Michael Collins, and you can learn about him watching this film. It is a very interesting film. Sinn Féin is a party, and you can watch videos on the internet on YouTube about this party. And the English for Sinn Féin is ourselves, noi stessi, or we ourselves, noi stessi. Is a left-wing Irish Republican political party active in the Republic of Ireland and Northern Ireland. The original Sinn Féin organization was founded in 1905 by Arthur Griffith, and it took its form in 1970 after a split dopo una divisione, a split between the party. with the other side becoming Workers' Party of Ireland and had historically been associated with the Irish Republican Party, IRA, that stands for Irish Republican Army. Irish Republican Party, Irish Republican Army. And Sinn Féin is the largest national party in the Northern Ireland Assembly and the second largest bloc after the Democratic Unionist Party. Let's watch some photos. The Irish Republican Army. If you go to Ireland, you will find a lot of places, a lot of words with these writings on them. We are going to watch a video about a protest against the visit of the Queen to Dublin. These people didn't want the Queen to visit Ireland. They don't accept to follow the rules of United Kingdom. So every time the Queen wants to visit their isle, they protest for it. Let's watch the video. This is the Irish flag, white, green and orange.
There's too many bit, there's too many bit. There's more focus. Can you hear us loud and clear? Can you hear us loud and clear?
Can you hear loud and clear? Please, go away. Queen out. They shout Queen out. People protest. Okay. Let's go ahead with our presentation. This is the video. I hope you enjoyed this video. And these are protests that happened in 1990s. There were protests, there were riots in the streets in Ireland, headed by the IRA party, and it was a very hard period in the 1970s and 1980s, but also sometimes in the 1990s. There were riots in the streets, there were protests in the streets, and there was the army in the streets fighting against these riotous people. This is a picture taken in the 1990s. As you can see, there were bomb attacks very frequently in the streets, and here you have some photos. There is a boy with a phone, wireless phone, a mobile phone, so it must be in the 1990s, deve essere negli anni 90, because before mobile phones didn't exist, so it's very recent, this photo. It is in the 1990s. I remember that in 1990s there's still you can heard news about riots in the street organized by the Sinn Féin party. Here you have a photo with two pictures: talk and fight, which is the best way to solve problems, to face problems. If you go to Belfast, there is a big wall that separates the town in two parts: the Catholic side and the Protestant, the Anglican side. One part of the town you can see flags, UK flags, flags of UK hang outside the the windows and the balconies. On the other side of the wall you can see only Irish flag, and it is to show which part of the which side of the party they are. And this wall is 3 meters high, and there are a lot of writings on it, a lot of pictures on it, drawings. And this face that you can see here, it is 3 meters high, because it covers all the wall from the top to the bottom, with a lot of writings. Integrated education is one of the greatest passions in my life. You can't really see the other side until you have been to the other side. This is a writing written by a teacher that wrote it on this wall. There are a lot of messages of peace on this wall that you can see in Belfast. There are people coming from all over the world. Euro build bridges that you can see on the right, but there are also messages of peace, greater than I love peace, peace from the USA, Jacob, live in peace, Erica, plus Carol, one love. Everyone who comes here, visits this this wall, can write anything they want to write. But if you go to Giant's Causeway in Northern Ireland, the Northern Irish coast, you can visit a very nice place. It is very nice to visit this place. The typical coast in Northern Ireland is this one, Giant's Causeway. There are a lot of legends that talk about the origin of these rocks here in Northern Ireland. I hope you enjoyed this video. Now I'm going to ask you some questions about my presentation, and I ask you to answer to these questions so that I can understand if you understood all the presentation that I registered, that I made. First question: how many countries are there in UK and Ireland? How many countries are there? Second question: how many languages are spoken in Ireland and UK? And talk about these two languages if you want. Number 3: what is the Gaelic for fine? Number 4: what is the English for Anseo Atatu? Number 5: what is the typical Irish sport? If you want, you can talk about it. Number 6: who was Michael Collins? And if you want, you can talk about him. Number 7: what happened in Ireland in April 1916? Number 8: what is the Sinn Féin party? Number 9: what is IRA party, IRA party? Number 10: is the Queen usually welcome in Ireland? Number 11: talk about the wall that splits Belfast in two. Talk about the wall. Number 12: is there an independent party in Italy? And talk. If yes, talk about it. I wait about your answer. If you want to write me the answers to these questions, you can write an email to me. My email is Di Rienzo Santina at gmail.com. if you answer to these questions, and if you send me an email with the answers, I can answer to your email and tell you if you got all that I explained you or not. I hope you enjoyed my lesson. Bye bye, and I will soon load another video about another topic. Bye bye.